How's it going on? My name is Gaiden, and I was walking back into Daggerfall, and this guy came to interrupt us.
Greetings. I am Varnus Galarian, head of the Mages Guild. I have need of your assistance.
My assistance.
Yes. It's high time Tamriel was free of Molongbal's grip. The Anchors, the Daedra, the Undead, they devastate our fragile mortal plane. I have a plan, and I need your help. I think you're the only one who can help me see this done.
How does he know that we're this special, but... What do you want me to do?
I want you to meet with Copper Daria, leader of the Ring of Daggers. She'll be at the Mages Guild in Daggerfall City. Even Emmerich's personal agents think my idea is sound. I'll be along shortly. I just have a few final preparations to make.
I'll see you there then. Alright, so we're running into the old city of Daggerfall here. Penumbra region. I might make a couple videos on Cyrodiil later on. To run out of other content to do on this game. I plan to play this game to the ground, by the way. Only consistent content, it seems. So, oh, everyone's black again. Not that that's a bad thing, but nothing's loading. Nothing and no one's loaded in. Okay, there we go. People are loading now. That's great. Mages Guild, open! Oh my god, there's a guy there. Okay. Jeez, my Wi-Fi's bad. Alright, Copper Daria.
About time you got here.
I do not believe we've met.
Name's Daria, but my friends call me Copper. I head up the Ring of Daggers, the King's espionage agency. You're looking for Vanus, right?
I was told to report to you.
I'll eat sand before I give orders to the King's right hand. You want to help Vanus with his crazy plan? Be my guest.
I'll help Vanus if I can.
Really? Zet's tears you're as crazy as he is. I better get to work then. There are a lot of preparations to make. Vanus should be here shortly. I'll let him give you the details. Also, you owe me 10 gold. I'll collect later.
What?
So, what's the bet?
100 gold says there's an attempt on our lives within the week.
That's a
What?
sucker bet.
10 gold?
The hidden armigers have hit us at least
You
once
mean
a
that?
week for the past 3 months.
Clockwise.
All right.
I do not
300
appreciate
says that when the
Cause an
Dominion
enormous
spies
explosion.
contact us, it'll be Cariel, not
Okay, can you shut
Razumdar.
up?
Cariel? That wench knows better than to show her face around me. Mark my words, I'm going to have to hunt her down to slit her
And
throat.
after you do, that 300 gold will buy you enough ale to celebrate for a year.
I'll take that bet.
And share the ale if you win. Let's go. We have a lot of work to do.
Apologies for my lateness.
It's Elfman.
Thank you for coming so quickly, champion. I've been consulting with Countess Hakruba of the Fighters Guild. Both of our guilds believe the time has come to take the fight to Cold Harbor. But this places us in a delicate political position.
What's the problem then?
Trust, as always. The Alliance leaders will never agree to join forces. And if our guilds only work with one alliance, the other two will see it as a betrayal. For both guilds, our neutrality is our strength. We can't afford to take sides.
Is the situation really that dire?
The war in Cyrodiil has been long and bloody, and all 3 alliances are spread thinly. They can't commit resources to an assault on Cold Harbor without making themselves vulnerable. I want to bring all 3 leaders together, maybe cut a deal.
What do you need from me then?
You're in a unique position. You can speak with authority, but you're not an alliance leader. You're respected, you have a reputation. They may let you get a word in before they leap at each other's throats. In short, you're the perfect diplomat.
You want me to speak with the Alliance leaders?
I found the perfect meeting place. A neutral location far from disputed territories, an island called Stirk. I can get you an audience with each leader and provide magical transportation. You just need to convince them to travel to Stirk.
I'll do my best then. But chances are, once we tell them
That's
there's
all
an
I
island
ask. I'll
that
open
they don't
the portal.
own,
I think it's
they're
best that
they're
I
gonna
travel
want
with
it.
you and make introductions as a neutral party. That might make things easier.
Okay. Alliance capital. Mournhold. So the Evenheart. You know what? I like the Evenheart. The only reason I went for a red card is at the Daggerfall is because I really don't want to pay $10 to change alliance. The any race, any alliance thing. No, thank you. We're good. That really doesn't need to be done, as it's a waste of money, which to me is a precious commodity, especially after buying all this YT equipment. There's just not much of it around anymore. Okay, so we're in Mournhold now. Chances are they try to kill us.
Watch yourselves, outsiders. Give us a good reason and the Armigers will cut you down where you stand.
We'll burn you.
And shatter you.
Any questions? I didn't think so.
Silence, Thrush.
So this is where
Master
we are.
Galarian, please continue.
My companion hopes to speak with you about the impending Cold Harbor crisis.
I have heard tales of this one. The Skald King favors the bold, even among his enemies. Come, champion, let us speak.
You better be Nord or else I have no interest.
I will stay your
Nord.
execution since you came all this way. But choose your words carefully. I'm not a patient king.
Thank you for speaking with me, honored Skald King.
Yes, well, I am both suspicious and curious. If you are an assassin, though, get on with it. But remember this, you're coming to Sovngarde with me.
You don't fear death.
To fear death is to fear life. I am Nord. When my time comes, I will embrace it. Sovngarde will be glorious. No meetings, no schemes. But you're not here to talk philosophy. What do you want?
It's time to take the offensive against Molag Bal.
Who? The three alliances? Has magical travel rattled your brain? Speak plainly. What do you ask of me?
I propose a moot. A meeting of all three alliances on the island of Sturk.
Where the All Flags army was born. If the other leaders agree, I will attend. If nothing else, it should make a good story. Now leave me before my dinner gets cold.
Goodbye then. Venice,
That went well, I think. Shall we move on?
where to next?
Eldenroot. We should have a somewhat warmer reception there, as I have known Queen Irene for quite some time. That being said, I expect that she'll be accompanied by heavily armed guards. Irene is friendly, but not foolish.
Okay. Where's the portal? Oh, it's over here. Inside we go. So we're in Valenwood. You'd think everything would be controlled from Somerset, but when the game first came out, I guess there was no Somerset, though, so... Sort of makes sense, but... This woman's a High Elf, and she's ruling from Valenwood, home of the Bosmer, who ate the High Elf's guts most of the time. And with good reason. Introduction time.
Greatly esteemed Queen Irene Arana Aldmeri, it is my great honor to present to you...
Varnus, you're so formal. I remember the patience and kindness you showed an awkward, freckled waif all those years ago on Fair Somerset. You captured this child's heart then, and it remains with you to this day.
You warm an old man's heart, my queen. I remember well those halcyon days.
As do I, my old friend. Sorry about all these guards. I'm told they're necessary. These are dark days.
A wise precaution, my queen. My counsel would be no different. If you'll permit it, my companion would like to speak with you.
Ah, yes. Let me meet this hero I've heard so much about. It's not often the heroic deeds of one who, by all rights, should
High
be
Elf
considered a
who's
mortal enemy
nice.
reach my ears. Come, let's talk.
Does not compute.
Varnus is a dear man. In many ways, he is family to me. Since he has given you his trust, I'm willing to set aside our differences. But under different circumstances, you and I would be sworn enemies.
My only sworn enemy is Mullet Ball Lady. I mean, Your Majesty.
Well spoken and point taken. To be perfectly honest, I couldn't pass up the opportunity to meet you. Your exploits are legendary.
You've heard of me?
A true champion is like a stone cast upon the waters of history. The ripples it creates travel far and wide.
I'm humbled.
Humility is a noble thing, but you must also remain strong and self-assured. A true champion is also history's pawn, and history is a cruel and unfeeling master. But enough philosophy. What did you wish to speak with me about?
I've come to propose a meeting on the island of Stirk to discuss an attack on Cold Harbor.
And you need all 3 of the Alliance leaders to attend this meeting. A bold suggestion. I like it. Very well. I make no promises with regards to the negotiations themselves, but I will attend. That much I promise.
Thank you. And this next guy doesn't welcome us
I
like
didn't
brothers,
think it
considering
possible.
We're both gonna be Redguard. I'm
Well
gonna be pissed.
done! We must return and begin the preparations.
Let's go.
We have much to do. Come.
What about meeting the Redguard dude?
Tell the lovely Copper Darina that this one looks
wanna meet
forward
Mr.
to seeing
Redguard.
her light figure in her tight letters.
Or Mr. Breton. It's definitely not gonna be an orc. That's all I know. Stormhaven. Dude. Why Stormhaven? You know how annoying Stormhaven is? Why can't we just go back into Penumbra? You have all these Stormhaven weirdos that want to kill you at every turn in here. This is actually not cool, bro. I don't appreciate that. Okay, loading screen done. Where's Venice? Venice! There he is.
All 3 leaders have agreed to join us on Stirk. Now comes the tricky part.
We only met 2 of them. That wasn't the tricky part.
Individually, the leaders are rational, even reasonable. But get them together and, well, you'll see soon enough. Everything's been prepared. Are you ready to travel to the summit?
I'm ready.
Then, with your permission, I'll open the portal to Stirk. May Auriel's hand guide us all.
Open the portal.
The word has been given.
A moment, please!
Portal time.
I'll wait for you on the other side!
To Stirk we
Our
go. Where the
representative,
heck is
Captain
Stirk?
Alfari, is in charge of...
That's my question, and why can't I revisit it? Huh. So that it has an interesting history if you read the loading screen. This is gonna end badly. Looks like a Venice.
Welcome to the island of Stirk. Representatives from all 3 alliances are gathering at the meeting place. It's just up ahead, through the ruins.
Have the Alliance leaders arrived?
I'm told they'll be arriving at the meeting site by portal any moment. After all the bloodshed in Cyrodiil, I fear the leaders won't be quick to trust one another. Perhaps you can help them see the wisdom in cooperation.
I'll do my
I
best.
don't envy you the task. We've already assembled quite a team of experts for the Cold Harbor invasion itself. I'll try to introduce you to some of them on the way to the meeting. Lead on.
Okay
2
then.
kings and a queen with barely a thimble of patience between them. Reaching a compromise will be no small task, I promise you. Look! It's Lady Laurent!
Who's that?
Wonderful! It's Tellinger. Here's Tellinger the Artificer himself. Must it always take a crisis to pull you away from your toys, Telly?
Vanus, your robes smell of failed experiments and your words of failed wit.
Tell me, Telly, what Dwemer rubbish pit did you crawl out of this week?
You really must learn to respect your betters, old friend.
Do let me know when one happens by, won't you? I don't have the time or the energy, Tellinger, so I'll bid you good day. The captain
What
in
the
charge
heck
of
was
security,
that, my dude?
Alfari, is over there.
High King Emmerich of the Daggerfall Covenant. Queen Irene of the Old Merry Dominion. Yoren Skald King of the Ebonheart Pact.
My spot.
We must
Damn it.
put aside our differences and work together, or this assault is doomed from the start.
How do
Where
we
is
know this isn't a ruse? A clever plan to divert our forces while your armies take the Imperial City. I thought backstabbing was your favorite tactic, Emmerich.
Please, are you both so arrogant? Your weapons are children's toys compared to the horrors that Molag Bal commands.
I will not wager the future of my people on the word of a snow barbarian and an adolescent female. I fear for Tamriel's future if either of you were to sit upon the Ruby Throne.
Since when do you care about your people? You never lift a finger except to count your gold.
Please, my lords, this bickering is pointless.
What a waste of time.
Obstinate fools, both of you.
What a mess. Apologies, Vanus, but I'm going to check on my Lion Guard.
That did not go well.
Intractable fools. Their pride will see us all dead.
Is the Fighters Guild any different?
We've served as the first line of defense against Molag Bal's invaders, destroying his dark anchors all across Tamriel. They've succeeded in reducing their ranks and leveling half of Cyrodiil. What do you think?
Would the Fighters Guild be willing to invade Cold Harbor?
Willing and able. But, like the Mages Guild, we are constrained by a non-interference pact. The alliances will only tolerate our presence in their realms if we remain neutral. Unless all three alliance leaders consent to it, our hands are bound.
Why didn't we just go and talk to the Alliance leader saying you're good with the Fighters Guild going in? This wouldn't have happened. Jeez.
This is going about as well as I expected, unfortunately.
How can we make them see reason?
Even if we can get them to stop bickering, they'll never agree to send troops to Cold Harbor. That would leave Cyrodiil unprotected.
The guilds can lead the attack, but only if their three leaders agree.
An interesting idea, but they need to stop bickering long enough to consider it. Why don't you visit each of them in their camps? See if you can reason with them individually.
Okay, fine. Let's talk to Mr. Breton first. Hey there.
This
dude.
meeting feels like two wolves and a sheep discussing what to have for dinner. I will not sit back and let them pick up my bones.
I have a suggestion.
That's more than I'm getting from them. What do you suggest?
Send the guilds into Cold Harbor.
I don't doubt their commitment or their bravery, but they are few, and Molag Bal's followers are legion.
You're kidding me. Do we have a choice? I don't see any other opinions.
All right,
Options.
then. I'll agree, provided you can convince the barbarian and the child queen. I don't envy you the task. They're more pig-headed than I am.
Goodbye. At least he admitted to his faults. Slightly, not really. Well, one's agree. Let's go talk to this queen lady. Hey there.
Your king needs to stop talking out of the side of his mouth. He has a lot of Dominion blood on his hands. We're not going to easily forget that, and we're certainly not going to fight by his side in Cold Harbor.
There is an alternative.
Is there? What did you have in mind?
We could send the guilds into Cold Harbor.
Perhaps. But we don't know enough about Cold Harbor to fully understand what they'd be up against.
Persuade. You're kidding me, right? I don't see any other options.
Nor do I, but I'll agree to nothing until I've conferred with my advisors. Now go annoy the others. I've had enough for one day.
If I had that goddamn persuasion perk. How do you even get that, dude? The Khajiit probably have it from the start. Sucked a Nordman.
Save your breath. I will not be swayed by Emmerich's lapdog.
We need to cooperate, buddy.
What about the war in Cyrodiil? If I commit troops to this invasion, the Pact will be vastly outnumbered there.
What if we send the guilds to Cold Harbor?
Wizards and mercenaries against the Daedric hordes. Without the Ebonheart Pact, they do not stand a chance.
I don't see any other options, although I do like to intimidate. Damn it. It literally is so cool. It says, do you want a history remember you as the king who surrendered Mohawk Ball, but we have to go with I don't see any other options.
Perhaps. But I must think about this. Go! All this talk has given me a headache.
That's unfortunate. Not that I really care. There's only one's agreed to it.
Any luck? Or are they still at an impasse?
They're considering the idea, but they're not convinced.
I hope they come to their senses soon. We're going to lose the element of surprise.
They don't trust each other, buddy.
With very good reason. But the sooner they come to an agreement that... Does the air feel strange to you? That's odd. All of a sudden it feels like a storm is approaching.
Storm? Vanis, what's wrong?
I have an ill feeling about this.
Oh, God.
He has arrived. I can't.
Caldian! What's happening?
Go! Get away from me! Run!
Boss fight time. No doubt.
These are the great leaders of Tamriel. Pathetic. But how convenient to have them gathered together in one place, so I can crush them like insects.
Stay back, Countess!
The insects fight back! How amusing! And yet, so very sad. All of Nirn shall be mine.
Caldian! Protect the leaders!
Okay, this one's just called Bitter Wind. So all these. Couple Die, Bitter Wind. Let's seal this. Sweet. Alright. Max, let's go and help Nord. Somersault. Oh god. This thing likes doing damage. Oh jeez! They're not playing around here. So I think I'm getting to help me. Luckily I have Storm. Nord kids to help me. Yeah, Nord dude. Oh jeez, I'm down. I'm down. Res me, my dude. Even my ult is barely touching this guy. Although it is really cool to have 3 bosses in one area. Search. Search him. Let my health get back to full. There's my match go. Let's close this up. Okay. Did not mean to jump through that. Close this thing up. Okay, take the absolute boss though. Okay, now we need to help Queen Woman. This thing's already almost dead. Oh, is that halfway here? Get stabbed. Bang, hit him with the ult. Alright, sweet. Let's close this guy up. That should take care of him.
I thought we were safe here, hidden from the enemy. The god of schemes grows more powerful by the day.
Then we must act quickly.
Agreed. There's no time to waste. We must take the fight to him.
Can you open a portal to Cold Harbor?
Yes, at the Iliad Well at the center of the island.
Perhaps this attack will convince the leaders to cooperate.
After that terrible display of power, I don't think they have much choice. Honored leaders, you have seen the face of our enemy! Molag Bal threatens every living being in Tamriel. The Mages Guild and the Fighters Guild have agreed to join forces to launch an assault on Cold Harbor!
Trust in us. Sanction our actions. Give us your blessings. We will not let you down.
Vanos is right. The guilds are our best and only choice. Send them to Cold Harbor. I hate to admit it, but I agree with Emmerich.
As do I. It appears that much of the distrust between our alliances was sown and nurtured by the god of schemes.
Molag Bal thrives on deception and chaos. But if you'll forgive me, this alliance war is of your own making.
Countess Akruba, gather the surviving members of both guilds in the Sturk interior. The champion and I will go there now to open the portal.
We'll be right behind you, Vanus.
All
the
right,
time
then.
has come, champion.
Let's go!
Is this like a stupid long quest? Because I might just separate this into 2 episodes. I mean, it wouldn't be a bad idea. We're coming up on the 30 minutes.
Stendarr, protect us all!
Alright. So this portal's gonna be it? We're not at the center, but let's talk to Vanis.
We're as ready as we shall ever be.
Is this everyone?
Unfortunately, yes. It's not the massive army we'd hoped for. But now that Molag Bal knows we're coming, a smaller group might be our only hope of slipping into Cold Harbor undetected.
Okay, then how many do we have? This is a decent amount.
We're as ready. It's difficult to predict where you will emerge once you reach Cold Harbor. Be on your guard, my friend.
Goodbye, then. So this is the final battle. Well then, with that I'm going to end this episode here. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribing. It helps out a lot. And I hope you enjoyed the video. First and foremost, I like to say that. Anyway, as always, my name is God, and have a fantastic day.